Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we get a great breakfast buffet. Do you like a good breakfast buffet? Because they have a good one on this island.
I fucking love a good breakfast buffet. I went out for breakfast last week. It was...
I did too, remember? I put the picture
Yes,
in the...
your mother took you. I went out to Founding Farmers with a friend of mine, and they have a really good breakfast buffet. But yeah, no, they have, like I said, we need to go to this... First of all, we need to go to this resort because they keep showing us more of this place.
Okay,
and it's
needs
getting
to be
crazier.
Called when you it's more intense than power washing. Sandblasting.
Oh yes,
we need to sandblast those bedrooms down, and then I'll go.
You know, years ago,
because there's Hulk juice all over those rooms. You know it.
Years ago, I've mentioned that I dated this guy who like cheated on me with like a bunch of people. Someday I'll tell the whole story because it's funny in retrospect, but. He wound up getting very sick and was in the hospital, and he wound up with C. diff. Are you familiar with that?
I don't know what that is.
So basically, it's like if you're on too many antibiotics, your like intestinal culture gets like all whacked out, and you wind up getting this infection called C. diff. It's like C period diff. I forget what it all stands for. Anyway, you have like horrific diarrhea. So there's that.
Okay.
But it's like super contagious. So after like you have to be like isolated. It's the whole thing. But the room as we were leaving, they had like all of these ultraviolet lights like all over the room, like baking this room. That's what this resort needs. Like all of these like lamps that are like
the C. diff treatment.
Out.
We need to give it the C. diff treatment.
Yes, everything's cooking everything out. Okay. Once that is done, though, we're going. There's a good chef there. Who's got a good buffet happening. You know someone's making really good cocktails.
Does Scott Evans come with the house? Because I'm
there. And Shamira Moore. I did as we were watching last night. I'm like, oh, it's Shamira Moore. Todd's like, that's not her name. I'm like, it doesn't matter. You don't listen to the podcast. It's fine. To us, she's Shamira Moore.
I guess we should introduce ourselves. We've stopped doing that completely.
Oh, well, we should maybe do that.
Yeah.
People could know who we are.
I'm Amy Archer, and I am with the... Lauren to my Hulk.
No.
Amanda Lipnack Radell.
I mean, I'm the better one in that scenario.
I can't believe I just called myself Hulk.
Terrible.
I'm gonna need the shame bell.
He's so gross.
I'm gonna need the shame bell a few times this episode.
Okay.
Specifically around who I was calling the Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox last time.
Yeah.
Now I'm calling them Mashley.
I'm into them.
I'm into them too. My bell. Okay, hold on. Let's get it out.
Yeah, I'm into them. I'm really into her. I like her a lot.
These idiots are right up my alley.
I love them. I love them. I love their gender fluidity. I love their openness.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about something because as you know, you're the expert here on this
on
type
the freaky
of
shit.
Yes, and I'm a Luddite.
Yes.
So I was thinking last night how refreshing. Okay, so I wanted to. This is going to be a clarification / correction.
Okay.
On my part. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because I realized when I say things like, "Oh, I want to see Hulk and how he would react if some guy was nailing Lauren," that I am making it sound like polyamory and queerness are the same thing. Oh, and that if Hulk wants to be polyamorous, that he needs to be also queer. And that's not what I'm saying.
No.
What I'm saying, and I just want to make a clear delineation. Would that be the right word here?
Yeah. Distinction.
Distinction. Thank you. What I'm saying when I say that kind of stuff is there is a gross misogyny in their behavior, that they are only okay with a throuple if it's a woman. And she's not threatened. She's non-threatening. That's it.
That comes back to the thing I talked about last, I don't know which episode it was, but the one penis policy thing.
Yes.
It's the misogyny of that. Yes. Is the double standard of it. And there's a lot of times in both this episode and the next one where I'm like, that's not, y'all are talking about polyamory here. Again, we're still talking about these people like they are toys, though I'm noticing the more they get to know them, the less toy-like they're talking about them.
Yes, and I'm also noticing that the singles are picking up on the toy talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
realizing that they are just being, like, slotted in and out to meet all these people's
Literally.
needs. Literally.
But I do like, I just wanna make sure, like, I made that clear. Like, I wasn't saying, "Oh, you need to be bi or you need to
Oh,
be pan to be polyamory." Polyamorous? What is the help?
polyamorous.
Thank you.
Polyamorous.
Jesus.
Well, people will
Some
say
of
they
these
are
people are
monogamish.
polyamorous.
Yes. There people will say they are monogamish. Actually,
Yeah.
Ashley said
Mhm.
that they were
Mhm.
monogamish. Um,
So
you
I
know,
feel like Maximo so my point is I feel like with Maximo, you don't feel that misogyny.
okay. Yes, I
Y
agree.
You know what I mean? He's like, "Do whatever.
Right.
Whatever happened." Like, I do like them. I do like them.
I like them too. Um, I will say that one thing to come back to, if we're going back to Hulk and Lauren, and if they were to have a threesome with a man, there are okay, we're gonna get into Alphabet City time here,
Okay, go
because if
ahead.
you ever look at like well, we identified with Ace and Caitlin that I do enjoy some pornography. So
Mhm.
you see these
Mhm.
things in porn titles as well. But
Mhm.
if you see like
Amanda,
M,
I'm gonna blow your world. You ready? I
yeah.
have also watched pornography.
Amy. Your face. um so only occasionally do I wish we recorded all of these our video as well. Just because
Yes,
sometimes
yes,
we have good faces. Most of the time we're
yes.
unwashed and gross.
Once
So
I
it's
get my
best.
office cleaned behind me, it's a fucking mess.
Mhm.
Maybe we will start doing some
Okay.
video.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can make sure things look okay
Yours
here.
is nice. Mine is like it's too cluttery
Yeah, I
to be
understand.
on camera.
I understand. Anyway, but so if you have like if you see something that says MMF, basically if you look at like the three initials, so it'll be like man, man, male, male, female. That's it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's take away what we should call people gender sexual. Just assume let's let that go for a moment. Because
Let's
then
go
that can make
back
this
to the 90s.
let's go back to the 90s when
Mhm.
we just were M'n and F'n and that's all we
Sure.
thought about. And for right or for wrong, that is just where we were in that time. So if we have MMF, that's male, male, female. What that is saying is that one of them that the males are okay kind of playing with each other.
Mhm. Okay.
If you ever see MFM, the males aren't like you could still have a threesome and the two dudes can
Oh.
never touch each other.
Okay. Okay. So the F is in the middle,
That means they're
separating the
literally
two
in the
dicks.
middle,
Okay. All right.
in the middle of
Gotcha.
this. I think that that would be the kind of threesome with a man that Hulk thinks he would be okay with. I
He
think as
would
soon as
not.
he saw somebody fucking Lauren, he'd be off his rocker, he'd lose his mind.
Yep. 100%. I think he wants to paint his nails and put on a little cute little backward bandana and think that
Right.
he is Maximo. You're not, dude.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Maximo is the most comfortable in his skin than I've ever seen someone. He really is.
The two of them are both so
Yeah,
comfortable in their
it's
skin.
refreshing.
It is.
It
It
is.
really is. The other thing I would like to notice, which is a purely subjective thing, and but I am appreciating, is normally in these types of shows, these like, hot people trying to compete for other hot people.
Mhm.
That should be a genre. Hot people competing for hot people.
And we're here to cover all of it.
We're here to cover all of it,
We
but like
got your
Love
hot
Island,
people coming at you.
Temptation Island,
Mhm.
MILF Manor, it's hot people competing for hot people. Um, in
I
the
like
hot
hot
people
dummies on an island, but go
hot
ahead.
dummies on an island.
Mhm.
These hot dummies, not it's actually very few of these women that are like super boobed out.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a lot of
true.
natural bodies here,
There is. There is. No
which is
no one is overweight.
oh well, no, of course not.
Do you know
But
on Love Is Blind, no one's overweight either? No, no
uh
body diversity there as well.
and again, let's remember the time when we had the body diverse person.
She was
It was
like a size
Alexa.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like a
Yeah.
10 or 12. Yeah.
Are you ready to talk about Couple to Throuple, season 1, episode 5, Honesty?
Honesty. At what point do you think our iPhones will learn that we don't mean throttle, we mean thruple?
You know what? I wish sometime soon because I'm
Yeah.
constantly telling you I'm all excited about the throttle.
You do. Same, same, same. I'm like, you figured out fucking and shitty finally,
Mhm.
because I never meant shirty. I meant shitty. Shirty's not a
Yeah, I
word.
never met Shirty. Never met
No,
Shirty.
I've never meant shirty in my life.
That's like when my iPhone one time corrected now, so it was like, "I'm leaving now" to "I'm leaving, cow."
Oh, to whom did you send
Mhm.
that?
I forget who I sent it to. A
Was it
friend.
someone who would be
Maybe
offended by
Steph.
being called cow?
Probably, but I forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you said that to me, I'd be like, "What is
Mhm.
happening here?" I wouldn't be
Mhm.
offended. I'd be like, "Something's gone wrong here."
Okay,
Okay, let's
we
talk
open
about these
up
numb
with
nuts.
again, I was calling them Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox because they just have that vibe.
They do. They
But I'm
do.
gonna call them Mashley now because
Mashley, yes.
they've earned their couple name
They
officially.
have. They have. I can
So
never keep his name straight though. Massimo.
I know
Maximo.
Maximo. Hmm.
Maximo. That's what it is. I'm like Malcolmo. Okay.
So they picked Junior to join them in the suite, and Junior is ready to fuck.
He goes running
Woo!
like he is Usain Bolt. He is in his Olympic run. He's like I'm
That's the
getting
only
myself to
Olympic
that speed.
runner you could name. Oh, Jesse Owens.
Correct.
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens. Usain Bolt. And oh god, what the hell was his name?
You're asking the wrong person.
There was a Kenyan marathoner who I loved. Mo.
Raka?
No, I want to say Mo Rocca because that is what we would think of. But Mo not no. This is important. Mo Olympic runner. Let's see. Mo Farah.
Mo Farah. Okay.
He won the gold medal in 2012 and 2016. Oh, in both the 5,000 meter and 10,000 meter. And every time he runs, he just has this smile on his face. Like he just looks
Like
like the
he's having
happiest
fun.
person. He's
Okay.
having the time of his life.
My
So,
answer to any trivia question around running is Jesse Owens.
okay. Well, Usain Bolt is always another good one to pull out. And he's running
Okay.
like Usain Bolt because he is getting. Can we talk about the suite that they're in?
It's amazing. That shower is amazing.
I said to Todd, I'm like, we need that shower. He's like, well, when
Mhm.
we have our dream house, we talk a lot about our dream house. Our dream
Mhm.
house is going to look like someone on acid designed it because like it's
Mm.
going to have one kind of thing going on in one place and an entirely different feel in another place because we love all of these things. It's
Okay.
not really good to have that.
Gotcha.
But I'm like, I want that shower. He's like, we can have a rain shower in
Okay.
our next home. So I'm like,
All
okay,
right. Good.
cool.
Okay.
He's like, probably not with the pillars. I'm like, okay.
Well, Maximo tells us that they connect on so many levels. And I wrote they've been there an hour.
Right.
Who
You
are they
talked to him
connected?
for 3 minutes.
Ay, ay,
I
ay.
feel like these couples don't understand what connection really means.
They have no idea.
This
Just like broth. They have no idea what
is
connection is.
broth. Yes, this is broth.
So the rest of the couples are reeling from the introduction of Mashley. They're like, we don't know what's happening.
The agents of chaos. They are
And
upset about this.
they absolutely are. And Roshmel is like, they better not come for our toy.
That was one of those moments I was like, ooh, they
Mhm.
better not come for our Jonathan.
Now,
He doesn't belong to you. He is not your possession.
Mashley pulls out a stuffed alien. And they want Junior to meet their kid. Alien.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
I don't either.
I'm here for it, but I
I
don't
want
know what it is.
Can we have adventures of Alien?
Yes,
Can
we
we have an
can.
entire spin-off The
Yes, we
Adventures of
can.
Alien?
What that alien has seen.
Oh, that
Woo!
alien needs eye bleach.
He needs
Do
the
you
eye
ever
wash station.
Did you ever go on the website Get Off My Internet, Go Me,
No.
talking about bloggers? I mean, it was basically just making fun of bloggers, and now it's podcasters and stuff too.
Oh
We
my
should go
god,
there
they
and see
better
if
not be
anyone's meant
making fun of us.
to see if anyone's mentioned us. Probably not. I don't think we're on anyone's radar. But my username there was eye bleach.
Okay. 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 That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So now they talk about wanting kids, and I just wrote, no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no, no,
no. I don't want a
mm-mm,
child in this situation.
no. They get all crazy. They get into this huge shower, and
Uh-oh.
Junior is rubbing all up against Maximo, and Ashley comes in, and she is sliding down that chocolate slide. She is making them feel all right, all right. Oh, Matthew McConaughey's coming into this.
Amy, I'm laughing. I just laughed so hard. You know that time when you laugh so hard that like you sort of black out for a second from the lack of I just what just happened? Okay, continue on. So yes, they're
Matthew
climbing this
McConaughey
romance.
jumped in the shower. I don't know what's happening.
Hey, why not?
Mm-mm.
Why not? Oh God.
Okay, so
They
They're
are making
banging, 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 banging,
when he
banging,
picked
banging.
the 2 of them up,
Oh my god, I put
I
at
was like,
one point,
"What?"
Junior has each one of them in his arms.
I'm like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
And they're
I mean,
both like
they're both as big as our pinky, so that
but
helps.
they're both like, "Oh my god, that was so hot."
That was hot. Oh my god. Like, I don't know, as a tall, large woman, anybody ever picking me up is hot because that never happens.
Timmy tried to pick me up the other day. He was like doing something. I forget what he was doing. He was trying to like lift me to stretch
Okay.
my back out.
Oh, yeah.
And I morph into a potato where I'm like, no,
Right.
no, put me down. And I like try to make myself like a bag of 5-pound concrete. I'm
Right.
like,
I get it.
okay. So at breakfast, I wrote, there is a buffet and I have my eyes all over this. It looks
The
amazing.
the bacon didn't look really well cooked, though.
Yeah, my
I
mother's like
caught
that.
that.
She needs it extra crispy all the time,
Oh,
everywhere
I'm
we
an
go.
extra crispy
Hmm.
crispy girl. There's
I'll
a
eat
very fine
bacon
line
raw.
between the level of crisp and
Mm,
then ash. Like, it's a very fine line that could
yeah,
very easily.
yeah. Rosh smells like this new couple stuff is wild.
Mhm.
And we're oh we're glad that we were here first, and
Right.
we didn't like it was so weird. It
We
was
got
this
our pick
weird
of the toy
defensive
first.
stance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Scott comes in and he's like, okay, Mashley, you got to come down from the bang suite. Let's just call it the bang suite.
Yeah, but there's, like, a pool o off the balcony of the Bang
It's
Suite.
amazing. I want to
That
be in
is
the bang
amazing.
suite.
Also, where does Scott Evans get all of his outfits that match perfectly?
Scott Evans is a treasure.
He is a treasure. Oh, what is it that Mary Payne calls her mother's outfits that match? Units.
Mm,
Scott wears units.
okay.
There's a matching
Okay.
like, the tops
Mm-hmm.
and the shorts always seem to be the exact same wild pattern,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Mm-hmm.
here for it.
Yes, absolutely. So now there's a ceremony coming up, and it will be a swap for the other couples, but it will
Mhm.
be a matching ceremony for Mashley.
Right.
And Darian tells the camera, I am into these people.
Girl, no,
Hmm.
don't do it. Don't do it.
And
Run.
Scott tells everyone first they're going to have a session with Dr. Shamar Moore.
Mhm.
And Rashmel says, I forget which one it is. It might be Ashmel. Says, can we bring our boyfriend? And Jonathan goes,
Right.
bum, bum,
Rah!
bum.
Wait. Wait, I did not condone this
He does like,
boyfriend situation.
yeah, it's wild. And he's
Oh,
like, wait a minute, what? And he tells the camera, pump the fucking brakes. I'm in a full on hostage situation here. This
this
is not, I
they
am
are
not,
falling in love with their toy, and their toy is like, "I'm kinda getting tired of being objectified here,
yes,
and I think I'm tired of being the emotional punching bag for 2 men who have issues."
yes. They want him to, what is the Patty Hearst thing?
They want, Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. They're praying that Jonathan
They're
has some
praying that he
Stockholm syndrome.
switches right into
Yep.
Stockholm syndrome
Yep.
mode and
Yep.
it thinks he's in love with them.
Yep.
It's not gonna happen.
So the couples are chatting now, and they realize that Maximo and Ashley are going to take Becca on a date.
Becca.
Becca and Hulk and Lauren are whispering, like, should we say something? Should we say, what would you say?
What would you
Fuck
say?
off.
I was
How
like,
about,
"What the fuck are you gonna say?
how
We
about I
banged
say,
her."
fuck off?
Right. "We banged her for a night and then we returned her because we didn't like her, so good luck to you." Like,
You need my head floating around on this screen going, fuck you, Hulk. I hate him. He triggers me or
I
something.
hate
You
him
know how
too.
Becca was triggered by him? He
Yes.
triggers me. I don't know why. I've never dated anybody in my life that looks like that.
No,
But
but there's
he's a lot.
something about
He's a
him that
lot.
it's he's just walking roid rage misogyny.
He's gross. He's walking misogyny. He
Yeah,
really
he's
is.
just
Mhm.
gross.
So now it's daytime hang time. And Roshmel is talking about swapping. And they're like, I'm obsessed with our baby Jonathan.
Guys, I really like you. You are far and away my favorite couple
They're my
here,
favorite too. Hmm.
but get it together, guys. Do better.
Hmm.
Do better.
The couples are getting to know Maximo, and he's like, I'm originally from Florida, and I'm a dancer, a photographer, all around creative and performer. He came out at 20, and they just moved in a month ago together.
Yeah,
Like
they
they're,
are.
they're pretty fresh.
Yeah, this is a lot.
Um, they tell the camera they are monogamish.
Mhm.
They're both non-binary. He says, you call me any pronoun you want, doesn't matter. He says I identify he, she, or they.
He's like,
Yeah.
it's all about respect for him.
Yes. Yep. He says he's never bottomed except for Ashley.
Mhm.
And they talk about, his now this is interesting because they're talking about his dual gender, right? Like he's talking
Yes.
about my masculine side, my feminine side.
Yep.
Sean is there. Don't forget, uncontrollable boner Sean is there, right? And
Right.
he's he's sitting there and he's like, "Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
get that. I get that. Yeah, okay, man. Yeah, okay, man." Like I can't get a read on Sean.
I d
I feel sometimes like if he were to get out of the orbit of Britney, he would be okay. But I don't
uh,
know because sometimes I think he's the scuzzball, like he's the one that's like misogynistic and
they're
gross.
both
But I can't
scuzzballs.
decide. I can't decide.
They're both scuzzballs. I think the thing is that, like, I think he's a real dum-dum.
Oh yeah.
And I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think he understands what's happening around here, and I think he's just like, "Oh, yeah, we're using terms about sex and gender. Ooh."
And I have to pretend I'm okay with it.
Right, and I'm
Um,
like, "Yeah."
I take
Anyway,
everything I
fine,
said
fine.
back because I just remembered that in episode 1 or 2, he said they were so hot, you better not bring any donuts in here.
Donuts, yeah.
Okay, fuck him. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, no, we're not coming around on him.
He's awful too.
No,
Okay.
no, we're not coming around on him.
So now Jonathan and Brittany are talking. Everybody seems to go to Brittany. What
Guys,
what is happening?
she is not your, like, a
No.
relationship
No.
advice guru.
I don't know who I would pick out of all these idiots, but it wouldn't be her. It would be Becca, probably.
I was just gonna say, it would be Becca. It would
It
be
would definitely be
Becca.
one of the singles.
Oh, yeah, it would be, like, Becca or Sanu,
Oh yeah, Sanu
because
would be pretty good.
she seems
Mhm.
good, or I might say Peach, but Peach
Peach will cut a
Pe
bitch.
Peach would cut a bitch.
Mhm.
Peach was about to cut a bitch in Darien.
Yeah,
She wouldn't even hug
exactly.
Darien.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going near Peach. She'll punch me in the face.
she will,
Yeah.
and enjoy it.
So Jonathan's going to Brittany. He's talking about Roshmel using the term boyfriend. He's like, it's freaking me out. We are not boyfriends. We're
Mm-mm.
not. I'm literally in a hostage situation.
Right. They're
So
trying to Stockholm syndrome me, and I'm resisting. But the
so
sex is good, so I don't really wanna totally
I know.
resist.
I don't know what to do. I'm conflicted.
If the sex were bad, he would have pieced out earlier.
A
But the
hundred
sex is
percent.
good enough to put up with this bullshit.
100%. Similar to me in my early 20s, bringing that dude a full dinner
A
to
full
his
dinner.
house. Yeah, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to repeat it here. So Roshmel and Jonathan are back in their room, and he's like, "Guys, this boyfriend thing, it's a little much,
Yeah,
little much,
we have
and
to
it
talk
scares
about
me right
this.
now." Yeah,
Yeah.
they tell the camera they really want to move forward in a relationship with him, but he seems like he's not into it. He's terrified. You're fucking with him constantly.
Why do you wanna move forward into a relationship with somebody who seems like they're not into it?
I don't know, but this is important. This is an important moment because something happens here that sends Ramen into another orbit. Okay.
Oh.
As far as I could tell, and Amanda, please fill in if I've missed something.
Okay, I was trying to figure this out too, so I'm curious on your take.
As far as I could tell, Ashmal and Jonathan are having a conversation right in front of Ramen with Ramen
Right.
there. And Jonathan is more out with his family and is more open. And
Mhm.
so Ashmal's kind of like, gee, I really admire that about you.
Yeah.
And so I made this reference before, and I'm going to say it again. This is family karma, Nicholas and Amrit.
Okay,
Amrit and
got it.
Nicholas were the gay couple. They're in a real,
Yes.
Amrit comes from a real traditional Indian background. And ironically, he was the one that was more open and out. And Nicholas always struggled with it because his parents were like fundamentalist religious people and they would
Ah.
not. So they were
So wait, was
always
Nicholas
having,
with a guy?
yeah, Nicholas, Amrit was a dude
Ah,
and
for some
And they
reason,
were gay.
I heard the name a lot, and I was like, "Oh, I think,"
Yeah.
I just assumed Amrit was a
They
woman.
they were lovely. They're a
I'm
lovely
sure.
couple. Family Karma's a great show. It's over now, but it was a great show. And they would always have these kind of conversations. So this reminds me of that.
Mhm.
Like just two people from two very different backgrounds
Right.
talking about, I'm more out, you're more in, whatever.
I'm
So
comf yeah. I felt
it's
a lot of sympathy or empathy for Ashmal in this.
I did too. And
Yeah.
it was an important conversation. And it's not like Ramen came up to them on a beach and they were secretly having this conversation. He's right there.
He's right there holding Jonathan while we're talking about
Right. He
this.
could chime in at any time. He could whatever. He gets insanely jealous over this whole thing.
Yes.
And immediately it's bitch face ramen back up. You know what it is, Amanda? When he turns into the
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Spicy ramen activated.
Oh,
He is
shit.
spicy ramen.
Spicy ramen is activated. We get this ramen in our house called Shin Black. I don't know. It's something that Todd's been eating for years, but
Is it
sometimes,
super spicy?
well, there's regular Shin Black and then there's like spicy Shin Black. And I
Mm.
can tell which one he's making just like walking in the kitchen because you can
Mhm.
smell the like spice. Yeah,
Mhm.
spicy ramen is here.
He immediately transforms into spicy ramen.
It's not good.
And he just fucking gets up and walks away. Like, it's weird, but we will come
Yeah.
back to this moment 87 times, so put a pin in it.
Yeah, don't
So
forget.
we see Hulk doing bicep curls with Mia in his arms. And
Sure,
he's like,
as you do.
she's like 100-pound dumbbell. And she's like, I'm like 100-pound smart bell. Okay. All right.
Are you? Are you?
Now we're
You're
in.
into these idiots, are you? Like smarty pants?
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Now we're in the relationship exercise. And basically, guys, what they're doing, they're setting up a sweat for these people.
We
Have
are
you ever done a
culturally
sweat,
approaching.
Amanda?
I never have. I've wanted to. I almost signed up for one because there was like one near my old house, but then I think COVID happened and then we weren't doing that. But we're just now at the cultural appropriation portion of this
Yes,
game
we are.
show.
Yes, we
And
are.
we have a healer, a medicine woman
Yes, her
healer.
name is Marta.
Okay, good. I'm glad you caught her name because we didn't seem
Yes.
to pay any attention to
Yep.
her.
Nope.
She just like beelined herself right into
She's a
this
prop.
thing.
She's just a prop.
She doesn't say a word in the sweat lodge.
No.
Nothing.
No.
No.
Poor Marta.
No. Poor Marta. Yeah, she's
So
with
they
these
have to go
numbnuts.
into the sweat lodge, and Dr. Shamira Moore says sweating encourages truth telling.
Does it?
I don't know. Shouldn't they put the? You know what I would have liked to have seen? A
What?
fucking lie detector test. Bring in Maury
That would be
Povich's
better.
guy.
Yes, that would be better. Yeah, but think about all the things that Marta got to hear. We only saw parts of this.
I know.
I would like to have been Marta.
I need an interview with Marta. That's what I need. I need to depose her.
We need Shamar Moore. We need Scott Evans, and we need Marta, the medicine healer. Do you think they flew her in from the U.S. or is she a local medicine healer?
She might be a Panamanian medicine.
I'm just wondering which medicine we were looking at. Okay, cool.
So now we have Hulk and Lauren. And Mia says,
oh, God.
And again, guys, we only see like 2 questions from each group. Who knows how long it went on?
Right. They all come out real sweaty, so I think they were in there a while.
Oh, yeah. We see Mia asking, how soon do you expect to develop a sexual connection? How hot are your chakras? And Hulk is like, yesterday.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, we're about 4 days too late for the sexual connection, dude. We've already decided we're taking you back to the store.
Yeah, you're going back.
As you said, as soon as the JCPenney return desk opens, we are right in line.
I was going to go one further and say they have printed the UPS label.
Oh, yes.
They just haven't scanned it yet.
Yes, correct. It is ready to go.
It's ready to go.
It just hasn't been loaded into the system yet.
Lauren says, I want a little bit more, but, we respect your boundaries.
No, we don't.
No, they don't, because then they're telling the camera, we haven't even fucking kissed yet. What the hell? This bitch is
right. What the hell's wrong with this bitch? We're not getting laid as much as we thought we would here, so she's out.
No.
At least Becca fucked them. They were about to talk poorly about Becca, and at least she fucked them.
That's true. That's true. At least Hulk got to have his release. God. So, Rashmel, now we're over there. And Jonathan says, what about me do you find most attractive? And they both say, you're just easygoing and how you go about life. And Ramen says, Jonathan, you have a really good heart. Okay.
I was like, finally, you're actually saying something about him. So that's good.
So the sweat penetrated spicy ramen. Now he's just ramen. Now he's just like chicken ramen.
Maybe he's the soy ramen. It's like a little bit more going on than just the chicken ramen.
Okay. Jonathan says, do we have more of a physical connection or emotional? Ashmel says emotional. Ramen agrees. Sometimes we speak without saying a word, But then Jonathan says he commits another cardinal sin. So these are two things. Okay. Spicy ramen was coming down a little bit, but get ready. He's going to transform
We're
again.
going right back up to a 10.
Because Jonathan says, emotionally, I have a stronger connection with Ashmel. Ramen, you're a little harder to read him. Boop! Spicy ramen. Boop, 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 boop. Spicy. I'm sorry, I said spicy robin. Spicy ramen.
Activate spicy ramen. Ramen, I have to say, Ramen is one of those people. He goes on a lot of emotional journeys. He is very turbulent in his
He's
emotions.
all over the place. How old is he?
I don't know. You work on that. The other thing that is about him is that, like,
You don't know how to work on that.
I don't know
Oh, you mean find it? Find
yes.
it. Okay.
Yes. I'm like, you look at that.
I don't think they ever gave us their ages.
Maybe not.
I don't think they did.
But the other thing is, like, Ramen has never had an emotion that has not shown up on his face.
Yes. Yes.
He does not have a game face at all.
He is me when I was 22. I was all over the fucking place.
Well, I think we thought that, like, Ashmal might be like 29, 30, and Ramen is like 25, 26. He's like, he's just a little bit younger.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ramen's all pissed off, and we get Spicy Ramen in the confessional going, what are you doing to fix that, Jonathan? What are you doing to fix that?
Okay. How about you fix that? How about you let down your own emotional wall?
Dilute that spiciness, dude.
Dilute the spiciness. Put a little more water in, a little like soy sauce. It will help.
I love him so much. He's
Stop
so
with
cute.
the wasabi or whatever chili oil. Come back.
Come back.
Come with us.
Jonathan says, will you remain in a throuple after leaving here? And Rashmel says, Rashmel, guys, again, that's their couple name.
That's their couple name. They both say.
They say 100% we can make this work. And Jonathan's like, oh dear God, I was hoping this was my out.
Jonathan's like, I am counting down the minutes till the exchange process because I need to be exchanged.
Afterwards, Shamira Moore gets them out of the tent and she's asking the boys, okay, if they're more connected or more distant. And Jonathan says, I don't know if Ramen is being honest. And Ramen simmers right there. Right there. He, you know, when you boil something, it boils over? That's exactly what's happening. All over your hot burner. Yeah, scrape that shit off.
He needs a therapist, Amy. He needs someone a little bit more intense than Shamira Moore.
He needs some private sessions with Shamira Moore.
He does. He needs some help because I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's just really confused and really insecure.
Yeah, I agree. So now we have Shitney, and Darian is saying, can I kiss someone else at the resort? And Shitney are like, no, you belong to us. You're
this
ours.
Is where I was like, are you fucking kidding here, honey? Because if we're talking real polyamory here, this is the problem we have with sister wives, right?
Yes.
Like, we don't have a problem with polygamy as long as there can be, you know, polyandry and polygyny. Like, as long as the women have as much autonomy in this as the man. Yep. Fine. But that's not what they want. They're like, you're our plaything. You belong to us. We could maybe go kiss other people. But you cannot because we have chosen you.
What did you call that when the couple's privilege?
Couple's privilege.
Yeah. Yes. So Darian tells the camera, I'm disappointed.
And assholery. Let's just say general assholery.
And general dickishness. Yeah.
Correct.
Darian tells the camera, I'm disappointed. Like, I really wanted to have the freedom to receive affection if I wanted it.
Uh-huh.
And Darian says, okay, how do you rate our sexual tension? And Brittany says 9 or 10. And Darian is on the floor about this. Right. She's like, what? Brittany tells the camera in a confessional, so it's Shitney. Right. I'm used to being pursued. And Sean goes, oh, right, because you're so hot.
He hates her.
They hate each other.
He hates her. But that actually is an interesting question. Like, sexual tension, like we talk about it on TV a lot, and you can feel the tension between them, which is good acting.
Yes.
Do you feel like you have sexual tension with Timmy?
No.
That's what we were talking about.
We have sex. We don't need the tension.
Right. Like, if we want to have sex, we have sex.
Yeah.
We don't need to like play games about it. No.
So outside the sweat, they talk about the sexual chemistry number, and Darian is like, I was gonna say 3, and Sean Shitney's like, what? Like Pikachu face, like Kyle says, what? And Sean is like, okay, girl, I'll touch you. Like, I feel like Sean wants to do it.
I think so.
Yeah. He's terrified of Brittany.
Wouldn't
Okay,
you be?
I would be.
She's terrifying to
Yeah,
me.
she's terrifying. Now we have Barbie and Ken.
Mhm.
And Denise with the Y says, "What do I bring to this throuple that you have a difficult time with?" Barbie answer right off the tip of her tongue.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Barbie
yeah.
says, "You bring a level of passion and sexuality that I don't have. It's not negative about you. It's
Mhm.
my shit. I lack confidence."
I actually appreciate
Amanda,
the fact that Barbie was like, "This is my own stuff."
let's let's break it down. And then they propose to her, "Will you be our girlfriend?" She says
Right.
yes. What is going on with Barbie? Does
Okay.
she want this life? Does she not? Does she want a different form of this? Does she not?
I've gone on a journey with Barbie.
Okay.
At first, I thought she did not want a thing about this and she hated it.
Mhm.
I don't think that's it. I think she wants it, but I think she's afraid of it.
Mm.
And I think she's doing a lot of things to please Ken. Barbie is a worth hustler. She is doing
Yeah.
whatever it takes to get someone to like her. She's right.
Okay.
She needs a lot more um self-esteem and self-confidence.
I
And
would
Denise
feel like
has that.
I would feel like these are things you need to work on though before you get into this situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think this should have been stuff that was a little more healed before we got here,
Yeah.
but here we are.
Yeah.
Also, Barbie's like 12.
Yeah.
They're real
And Ken
young.
is not the right fit for her.
No, I
No.
hate him, Amy.
He's so
He just
obsessed
gets
with her
worse and
ass. Can we
worse.
talk about it?
I
Like
know.
he's always we saw him with the glove rubbing it. We still
I
don't know what
remember
that
us.
was.
I
But
still think it was exfoliating, but
then we
okay.
see her like floating on on a raft in the pool, like face down, and he's like stuffing his face in her ass.
I know. He's real into her butt.
Yeah.
They do butt stuff, Amy. They do
And
butt
that's
stuff.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, yeah, for
But
sure.
like
But
he's just so
I don't want to do any stuff with him. Butt,
no,
face,
no,
neck,
no.
hand,
Mm-mm.
wrist.
Now we have Mashley's date with Becca. She looks stunning. She comes out, she's wearing like a stunning dress. She looks
This like
great.
naked dress. It's
They
gorgeous.
tell the camera they are gagged, gooped, and gagged. And I thought they were gonna say they're gobsmacked. I was gonna flip out. I was gonna
I
flip a
hope their
table in my
gob had
house.
been snagged. Todd's like, "What does gooped mean?" I'm like, "Oh, you clearly don't listen to Jake and
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
That's how I know about gooped."
Yep. So Becca's from a small town in Calgary, and they talk about Massimo coming out, or Massimo, listen to me,
Right,
Maximo.
Maximo.
See, there was a character on my soap opera Days of Our Lives who was Massimo, or
I remember
Bold and
Massimo.
Beautiful. Bold and Beautiful. They
No.
probably both had one at some
Yeah,
point.
there's always a Massimo on a soap opera.
Yeah, it was
'Cause he's like the
played by.
exotic one.
No, you know what it
Massimo.
was? I'm going to tell you right now. Stefano. Here's my confusion.
Okay.
Stefano
Sure,
Demira
yes.
from
Mhm.
Days of Our Lives,
Yes, of
went
course.
over to Bold and Beautiful and played a character named Massimo.
Oh,
So
okay,
same
okay.
character, that's why I was confusing the shows. Or same
Got it,
actor, I
okay.
mean. Okay.
Got it.
So Maximo came out as bi, then pan, and he says his whole life he was attracted to anyone. Becca says she's more pan than bi. She likes somebody who is funny, has nice eyes and nice teeth.
Th
They
these
tell
all seem like,
Yep.
things. Sure.
They tell Becca this is the first time they're doing this together. And here's what I like about these guys.
Mhm.
They're talking to these people like they're humans.
Mhm.
Like at one point, Becca refers to herself as a third, and he says, "You're not a third, you're an additional partner."
Yes.
Like
Thank you.
they're really what's the word I'm looking for? They're
Humanizing these
yeah,
dolls?
they just are really thoughtful
They
in the
are.
way that they talk to people. And I
These 2
like
have
that.
done the work.
They're doing it right. I feel like
Yeah.
they're doing it right.
Well, they're doing it a hell of a lot closer than anybody
Right.
else.
It might not be right, but they're doing it better.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're doing it
Okay.
better for sure.
So Maximo says they have multiple DAs a week, which is a dick appointment. Now, dick
Mhm.
appointment, he explains, can mean anything.
For them, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't have to mean actual dick. Can mean
Yeah.
anything. Vagina appointment, whatever. But
I
they
asked
between
Todd
them
if he
say
ever wanted to
DA.
call things we do dick appointments. He was like,
Right.
"No. No, I don't.
DAs. DAs.
No.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. No.
So next time I'm trying to set up a recording schedule and you're like, nope, I have a DA at that
I
time.
have a DA, sorry."
Okay. All right. So they ask Becca what she's looking for. She says she wants a relationship, and Maximo says they're open to whatever. What's important is that everything is equal. And then they start making out all over the table.
Yeah.
Now it's nighttime, and Hulk is laying there with his women in his arms. And he's like, "Should we have our first kiss?" So they do. They just start making out. And it's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's so great. This is," I don't know if you caught this, but my little eagle eye caught it. They're
Okay.
laying in bed. Mia is laying in his bicep, right?
Right.
And they just get done kissing, and he's saying how great it was. As he's rubbing her back, his hand is going lower and
Yes.
lower and lower. And I'm like, does she want you to touch her like that? It's gross.
I don't know. It's gross. I wouldn't want him to touch me like that.
No.
I feel like if you touched him, you would come away with like a smell of like whey protein and body oil.
Well, there'd be a little bit of slime on your hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would not be
Yeah.
good.
It's like a skin so soft
But
situation.
not in a good way.
Right.
Yeah. Not in the bug repellent / keep your skin soft situation.
Okay, so Barbie and Ken are walking around. They're trying out this new girlfriend label on Denise with the Y.
Right. They're
The
testing the
next,
waters all around the resort. Look at our girlfriend. It's like
mm-hmm,
when you get
mm-hmm.
engaged, particularly if it's the first time, you're like, "This is my fiance. Do you want to meet my
Yes,
fiance? Have I told you
yes.
recently about my fiance?" Because you're like, "I'm so psyched I get to say this."
I wrote a whole piece about this because I met my first husband when I was 16
Mhm.
and then married him and didn't get divorced till I was like 23.
Right.
So the first time that I had a boyfriend
Uh-huh.
was really cool. And
Yeah.
I wrote all about that, like how I
Yeah.
was like obsessed with calling whoever my boyfriend. Timmy, like I dated casually a few people before I got to Timmy, but Timmy was the first person that I was in a relationship with.
Yeah.
So I was able to call him boyfriend. And it
Right.
was like really, really
It
wild.
means something. It
Mm-hmm.
feels great.
Yep. So the next morning everyone's waking up. Ramen is upset. Spicy ramen's back. He's back.
I think being in a relationship with ramen would be exhausting.
No wonder
I
why
love him.
Ashmel looks like he's 45 and he's probably only
Marshmallow
30.
is aging by the minute over here. And he's like, I just want to bang Jonathan some more.
Did you
Can we get it
notice Ramen
together?
has a tattoo that says "My girl is a lawyer"?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
sure did.
Very
Right on his
small. Very
collarbone.
small. Mm-hmm.
Very small.
So at breakfast, Ken, Barbie, and Denise announced their official throupleness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And everyone's like, oh, we're so happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Now,
God.
Rashmel decides to bring their dirty laundry to the table. And Ramen says, Jonathan told us he has more of an emotional connection with Ashmel, and I'm not comfortable with that. And he says Ashmel controls the conversation and doesn't make him feel safe to talk. Ashmel tells the camera he doesn't share his feelings. And
Right.
I noticed this too. Like, they talk a lot about this, especially in the next episode. Their communication. That's not the problem.
No.
Ashmel is not the problem.
No, he's not the problem. It's
The
Jonathan who
the
needs a lot of
problem,
help.
no, Ramen.
Yes, that's what I mean. Not Jonathan.
Yes.
Ramen. Yes.
The problem is Ramen gets pissed off, doesn't
Mm,
say something in the moment, carries it like a little petulant child,
right.
and then it ends up being a thing. That
And
is
then explodes on
exactly what
people.
it's very simple
Yeah.
their problem is.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't know how to confront his emotions in a healthy way.
Right. I think your cats are humping. What's happening? One
Oh
cat
yeah,
is
it's sexy time.
one
Right
cat
now is
is
sexy time. You might
mounting
want to put
another. Now he's
you,
licking. No, wait, hold on.
you might want to put on the porn music.
Who's the cat on top?
It's Toby. It's always Toby.
So Toby has mounted Leo and is licking his head. And Leo has raised his head now. Oh wait, Toby is wait a minute here. His tail's out, sticking out back. Does that mean he's humping? Is something happening? Is there an insertion? Oh wait, he's leaving. He's done. He's done. He's done. Okay. It's over.
So they do this thing that we refer to as sexy time, which now I want that music for every time. Toby gets on top of Leo and does this like kneading thing into his belly.
Yeah.
He never humps. There's
Okay.
no like pelvic
It felt
thrusting.
like it was hump adjacent though.
It
Like
is hump
it was
adjacent.
sexual.
Oh, this is a dominant sexual thing that happens. And Amy, it happens on my lap a lot.
Okay.
A lot of
Okay.
times it's happening on my lap. So yeah,
Okay.
and notice, oh, Toby feels shamed now, Amy. He's on the other side. Look what you did to him.
You should feel shame. Hold on. How
Shame.
dare you? Leo
Kill
was just laying
me.
there. I didn't see consent given for
No.
that.
Shame.
No.
Oh
No, it's
god.
terrible.
It's like he's Hulk over there.
Yes, he's
That
real
was Mia.
upset.
All right, back to our show.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna say something. This was really interesting. Ramen's going off and Shitney pipes in. And I'm like, what the hell are these two
Gonna
yokels
bring to
gonna
this
bring to?
conversation.
But they actually bring something to it.
Mhm. They have a glimpse of
Because
non-idiocy.
Sean says, like,
Sorry.
we kind of have a similar dynamic. So I
Right.
get what you're talking about. And what needs to happen is like Brittany needs to interject and say something like in the moment when she feels I'm controlling the conversation.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Now Ashmel and Jonathan try to talk with Ramen afterwards, but it doesn't go well. And Spicy Ramen just storms off.
Again, though, can we come back to how sexy he looks in his glasses?
He's so fucking hot.
He's so hot. He's the hot mess express, and I would
He
not want to be in a
acts
relationship with him, but
he acts like a 13-year-old and I would still do it. I would still
oh,
bang
he's
him.
so hot.
I don't think he'd want to bang me, but I'm here for it.
No,
Whatever
no.
he wants to do with me. I'm fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Just as long
So
as he doesn't want to yell at me, I don't like being yelled at.
Ashmel says Ramen doesn't say so he reiterates this. He doesn't say it in the moment and then it builds up. And Jonathan's kind of like, you guys are not ready for a third. Ashmel tells the camera, imagine being Jonathan with us fighting all the time. He's like, I would pack my shit and be out of here too. I hate us. And can you imagine bringing a third person in?
I hate us.
So Hulk and Lauren say, it's not easy being threezy. And I want to burn my garage down with all my cars in it. Like, stop.
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 Stop it.
Mashley is chatting with Darian and she tells them how she's not allowed to kiss anyone, but Darian's like, I kind of want to kiss you guys.
Meanwhile, Mashley's like, yeah, that's fucked, Darian.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah. And Mashley's kind of like, we'd be down to make out with you, but we don't want
Right.
to like piss off.
Oh, I wouldn't
Shitney.
want to. Would you want to piss those people off?
No,
They
not at
will
all.
murder you.
Yeah. So Hulk and Lauren
Telling you,
now
these are the two that have the shiv in their bikini, and they'll be like,
100%.
yeah,
Not even. Brittany will just straight out drown you with her bare
that's true.
hands in that pool. So Hulk and Lauren chit chat about their toy, and
they're not into it.
Lauren's not into it anymore.
Mm-mm.
She's like, we need more fucking. And they agree, let's not think this out. Let's not think about this too much. We'll just make
No.
a real like
Go with
irrational
our gut
decision
here.
right at game time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. They're like me when I look at a menu and I'm like, when the waiter comes, it could be one of three things. I don't know what thing's going to come out of my mouth.
Yes,
It's
but
stuck between a couple things, and whatever happens, happens.
and you're making a decision about what you're going to eat, not who you're going to bring into your relationship.
Correct.
Yes.
I would say that decision is a lot lower stakes.
Yes.
I mean, it
Yes.
depends on the meal, but I think it's a lot lower stakes.
Yeah, I agree. That's like my kids. I took them out to breakfast yesterday because they had the day off.
Mm-hmm.
They made me go to fucking Denny's for breakfast.
There's not even a Denny's around here anymore.
Amanda.
But did anybody get moons over my hammy?
No, they got
Okay.
like some Southwestern thing they like there.
Okay.
So I'm like looking over the menu. And at the last minute, I just said, just give me pancakes. Like, you can't mess up pancakes.
No.
And I enjoyed my pancakes. I've had my fill of pancakes in the last week.
You've had a lot of pancakes. It's snowing here today. I thought, if I'd gotten up earlier, I might have made pancakes, but
Snowing here too. Yep.
I didn't get my ass out of bed.
So Mia, meanwhile, tells the camera she does not, or she does want to stay with them. And she feels like they're just getting settled in and everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
Rashmel are cooled down now. Spicy Ramen has gone away a little bit and he's just kind of simmering saucy. He's like saucy ramen, not spicy. And they're making up and he's really mad about the special moment that Jonathan and Ashmel had when they had 2 minutes of discussion around their family.
Right.
And didn't include him.
But okay.
Ashmel very wisely says to Ramen, I think you're forgetting that I haven't done this either. This is my first time too. This reminds me of a meme, and I sent this to my kids immediately that I saw that was like, sometimes we forget it's our mom's first time doing this as well.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. For sure.
Yep. I always send my kids whenever I see anything that says like, be nice to your mother, I send it to them.
You
I
should.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ramen goes. Are you ready for this in a confessional?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I do need to work on my insecurities. You think?
Oh,
Jesus Christ, spicy ramen.
right. Look at you. I'll take stating the obvious for 1,000,
Mhm.
Alex.
Mhm.
But at
Now
least
they
he said it. At least he got there.
At least he got there. At least he got there. Now they go back to their room and Ramen apologizes to Jonathan again. And Jonathan says, I would not deal with this in the real world. I'm going to be real honest to you. And Ashmal gets it. And
Yeah.
again,
I'm
he's
glad
telling
he
the
said
camera,
that.
like, yeah, again, he's telling the camera, like, I would get the fuck out of here if this was me, if I
Right.
was him. Oh boy, here we go again. Jesus. Guys, her cats are doing it again. He is insatiable. He is like Cody Brown with Robin. Come on.
Yeah, it's happening. Oh,
Oh,
now
see,
we're
Leo,
good.
yeah, Leo has pushed him away. Good.
Occasionally, Leo's like, I'm not into this right now. And
Yeah.
now they're going to go
Yeah.
fight or something. I
Okay,
don't know.
good.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we're at the ceremony and Mash goes first and they're wearing matching leather bustiers. Did you notice this?
Oh, well, sure did. Didn't want to miss that.
And how proud are you of me that I knew it was a bustier?
I am proud of you. It's very good. 'Cause you're not a lingerie girl.
Um, guys, tune into Prison Brides if you want to hear me call a Marc Jacobs bag a Michael Jacobs bag, and then
Oh,
for 27 minutes try to figure out what I was talking about.
got it. Okay,
Mhm,
cool. I can't
mhm,
wait.
mhm. So they pick Becca. Becca.
Becca.
Becca. And then we have Hulk and Lauren. And they announce they want to swap, and I just wrote, they are the fucking worst.
They're
They are the
so
fucking
awful.
worst.
And there's poor Mia, like, okay. I thought
Mhm.
we were, we kissed.
Mia is
Doesn't that mean
stunned.
something to you?
She's stunned and she's hurt. And
She
she's
is really
like,
hurt.
I trust she tries to cover for it and kind of goes like, I trust that they'll taste some of the other flavors and realize I'm the only one. Only Jess and Peach step forward to be with these yokels.
I
Like,
think we're
there's
gonna get to the
nobody
point where
else.
no one wants to be with these people.
Mm-mm.
Peach is gonna wanna keep trying
Mm. Yeah.
because I think she's a glutton for punishment,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but
So they pick Jess.
mhm.
And Jess is a bodybuilder like they are, and I think this is a better fit.
This is a better match. I don't think this is a good match because I don't think these 2 people are good people to be matched with somebody, but
No,
this
I
is a
agree.
better match,
Better match.
certainly than Mia.
Shitney decided they want to keep their toy, and their
Right.
toy decides she wants to stay. Barbie and Ken's turn, and Ken goes, Can I have you step down off that chair for a second? And then he whips the chair into the pool. Now, what has this accomplished? What he's trying to say is
We
we
don't
don't we don't want any more choices. We've made up our mind. But what he's actually doing is making Denise with the Y stand the entire time now because he has thrown her chair into the pool.
Clearly, he does not understand women with back issues. We need chairs available at all times.
No, clearly Denise is in her early 20s because if that was me, I'd be like, Can I sit on the edge of the ground now?
Right. Can I just sit down, please?
Hmm. And then we go to Roshmel, and they're like talking about some weird rhyme with cilantro, and I don't know
Uh,
what's happening there. It's a metaphor gone real wrong, real
oh, this
wrong.
whole thing has gone real, real wrong.
And they announce they're gonna stay, but Jonathan sees his escape and he takes it. Dun dun dun.
Good job, Jonathan. Run, run, run. Get out.
That's where this episode ends. This show is the beautiful gift that needs to keep on giving. Can't stop, won't stop. Peacock.
I felt like episode 4 was a little drier. This is getting better. We're ramping back up. I feel like by the time we get to episode 3 in the drops, like we're ramping
Mm,
up the energy.
yes, yes, I agree. I will tell you this. I'm watching Love is Blind concurrently,
Yes.
and this is better, in my opinion.
Oh, I can't wait to start Love is Blind.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you, I'm not leaving the house this weekend. I am just watching television.
Love is Blind is great. It's a
Mhm.
good season.
Have you
But
figured out what city it's in yet?
this is better. It's in Charlotte.
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
I
this
want
is
it to be in
better.
Philly. Okay.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
doing one in LA, I think, aren't they?
We've got them going all the time.
There's just a bunch of people living in pods that we don't know about all the time at any given moment.
They are transferring those tractor trailers of pods all over the US.
Oh, do you think that the guy who runs Overstock is behind this?
Oh my god, are there people trapped
Trapped
in
in
the
pods?
trapped in the pods? And if the name of the pod is like, Myra, that means there's a person in there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's it, my dear.
That was it. I
Stay
can't
tuned,
wait.
guys. Hopefully, I think we've decided that we'll be able to drop 6 as well, right? Episode 6 as
Correct.
well.
Yeah.
So they're all coming at you. Just watch your feed, stay tuned, stay here, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
And if you want to hear Amanda and I talk a lot more about ridiculous bullshit that is Sister Wives, 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, until that's over, we're going to do some more, what I'm calling deep dives over there on some stuff.
I started watching The Truth About Jim last night.
Is it good?
It is good. It's not what I thought it was going to be, but it's good. I'm into it.
Okay. All right.
It's not, again, about Jonestown, despite the fact that both of us thought it was.
But you can find all of that content plus season 18 of Sister Wives on Little Miss Recap Extra, and you can sign up for that in the show notes here. Patreon, Supercast, Apple subscriptions, wherever you listen, whatever.
That's right.
And if you can't sign up, if you don't have money to support the show right now, I get it. Please just leave us a review. A nice review goes a long way to helping promote the show. We really appreciate it.
And we've been getting some really lovely reviews lately, so thank you, friends. We appreciate it.
And Amanda, I'll be seeing you in a few minutes when we record again.
Yes, you will.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Bye.